I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here,
I've
all
already
right?
corrected it for future experiments.
Got any ale or mead?
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelagar.
Just say the word. Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend. He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you. Yeah,
It's not like there's anything to do here but drink anyway. Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready.
What of it?
I won't say no to that.
They cause him no harm.
I believe he was suggesting their presence causes him harm.
Well, we may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them. See ya.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. Well, not exactly. Listen, we're friends, right? I wonder if I could ask a favor of you. It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. He mostly keeps to himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean. Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love. See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolane. The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day. I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could. Have you seen the Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see. Oh no, Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with. Enough to know that it's not worth it. Ranmir's a good boy, and he doesn't deserve what fate pushed his way, but there's only so far I'll go to risk my neck. One night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry. He ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through, how Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. You mean the inn or Winterhold? Suppose it's the same answer either way. Winterhold's fallen on hard times, to say the least. Most folk packed up and left years ago. A few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living. It's not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then. Yeah,
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking. What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. No. Gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time, and returned to stay here at the inn. Dagor and I have an understanding. He gives me privacy, and I make sure my experiments don't blow up his inn. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
Let's just keep an eye on
Until next time.
It's such a chore to restock.
I suppose that's a benefit to having so few customers.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college, though even that's dried up some. See ya.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep...
I do what's necessary so we can get by. Have to, since I can't count on my brother for anything. Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. All right then.
You lost.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
My job. I don't really know anyone at the college. I guess everyone just assumes I do because I'm a Dunmer. Me? Nothing. And I hope to keep it that way. The Jarl is convinced I have some connection with the college, so he goes easy on me. Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellikard has a mage's staff in his room in the frozen hearth. It'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually have a real connection to the college. Daedra take you then. Until next time.
Ours is the only family left that truly cares what happens to Winterhold.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Winterhold was once the capital of Skyrim, you know. Quite an honor. I'm afraid the Winterhold you see before you is somewhat underwhelming. I can assure you, though, that it was quite something in its prime. An early capital of Skyrim, you know. Sadly, the Oblivion Crisis took its toll on Winterhold, in more ways than one. Then, the Great Collapse swallowed most of our beloved city. Just about 80 years ago, there was a terrible disaster. The cliffs overlooking the Sea of Ghosts collapsed, taking most of Winterhold with them. In the middle of it all, the college was practically untouched. Many of the survivors were suspicious. Some believed the mages were behind the whole thing, and others felt they could have at least prevented it. Archmage Aaron assures me that his people had nothing to do with it, and I believe him. But Winterhold never recovered.
Kraldar's family was once very powerful in Winterhold. It's my honor to assist him even now.
No lollygagging.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. Until next time.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there. Asser says his pa says the college makes lots of bad things happen. But the mages...
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Until next time.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. Let's sate that appetite, huh? All right, then.
There's not many people left.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking. Got any ale or mead? What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever. All right, then.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. You mean the inn or Winterhold? Suppose it's the same answer either way. Winterhold's fallen on hard times, to say the least. Most folk packed up and left years ago. A few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living. Until next time.